My name's Bob Redmond and I run the Common Acre, which is the group that's putting together the flight path project. Here right now we're standing at SeaTac Airport. One of the runways is just off to my left, and behind me is one of our 3 apiaries here. And to my right is a wetlands that's part of the conservation effort here at the port. Urban beekeeping in Seattle has exploded like it has in a lot of other places. There's this tremendous interest to do good and to live well, and people love their food here and they want to grow it as close to home as possible. I read articles on colony collapse disorder in 2006 in the Seattle Post-Intelligencer, and kept reading more and more about bees until a friend said to me, why don't you keep bees? And I'd never thought that was possible. But long story short is I became a beekeeper, and I read a story about some hives at O'Hare Airport, and I thought that is an awesome use of land. And so I turned to SeaTac officials here 2 years ago, and it took a while, but we cut through all the red tape, me and the people at the port, and got to install the first hives here this spring. The long-term plan is not just to put beehives here, but also to plant 50 acres of pollinator habitat to build dwellings for native pollinators. So we're going to have bumblebee nests and mason bee nests and other native bee nests and habitat. A whole hotel, as a matter of fact. And also the third thing is to educate the public about the relationship between pollinators and food and our food system and transportation, which makes this a very interesting location to do such a project. The ultimate goal is to build a better food system, one where people in urban environments especially can reap food in their urban environment, and for that to happen we need pollinators. So it all comes back around here to the bees and this land here at the port. If you want to save the bees, it's really easy, and it might seem tangential, but get your hands dirty. Plant some stuff is what it comes down to. As Ron Fidley in your city says, plant some shit, do it. And if the bees eat, we eat. It's that simple. And if you're planting stuff where you live, then you can eat where you live, and you don't have to transport things hundreds or thousands of miles through a fossil fuel driven vehicle to get there. So that's it. It's just simple. Get your hands dirty. And then the last thing that people can do is support organizations like Honey Love. I know you guys have an awesome program of education and hands-on things. There's resources on your website. And then if you're up here in Seattle, commonacre.org is a place you can go to get involved. So be social, be like a bee, respect the hive, and get your hands dirty.